In addition to the fact that Yevgeny Prigozhin was the head of the Wagner terrorist organization PMC, he was a billionaire and had a huge fortune. His property can be conditionally divided into three large layers: construction companies, food companies and the media. The latter was dissolved after the failed coup attempt in June, but the other business continued to make a profit.
The undoubted leader and main construction asset of Prigozhin is the Megaline company. It still receives state contracts, including from the administrative department of the President of the Russian Federation. A month after the riot, Megaline received 5 million rubles for repairs in the Rublevo-Uspensky complex. There are no movements in Megaline yet. The company's profit for the past year is more than 400 million rubles. From the publication of the We Can Explain project.
Prigozhin apparently was preparing for a possible turbulence and up to its most extreme consequences. A couple of weeks before his death, legal entities' owners as well as general directors changed in several development companies of his son Pavel at once: Lakhta Plaza and Lakhta Park. Nominal persons close to the Prigozhin family became them. Firms were considered quite profitable in 2022. Their income amounted to almost 200 million rubles, and the total earnings from all development projects amounted to about 800 million rubles.
As for development, real estate, we are waiting. Well, more precisely, we are not waiting for any changes there, because the Lakhta companies are too closely tied. For example, with the Prigozhin family. Well, maybe they will sign over their shares to someone, but it is obvious that there will be some nominal values, and the Prigozhins will continue to receive money through these contracts. As for Megaline, here we expect that most likely the presidential administration and the authorities will refuse the services of this company because it is too well known.
As for the big business, food supplies, a paradoxical situation has developed there. About 20 companies associated with Prigozhin continued to supply food to the army, against which he raised a rebellion. The Ministry of Defense simply cannot refuse the services of some companies of Putin's chef, even the deceased. Contracts with the Shoigu department provide for cooperation until 2025, and there are no alternative suppliers.
Obviously, the question is now being decided where and under whose management these companies will be transferred. According to the rumors that reach us all the same here, there will be people who are connected with the state in one way or another. For example, Oleg Deripaska. Deripaska has already got a rather fat piece of contracts for the Ministry of Defense. This is an African story. There are active rumors that this entire market, the market for food, cleaning and other services for the Ministry of Defense, will also be given to Oleg Deripaska.
According to journalists, companies supplying food to the Russian army earned almost 5 billion rubles last year. But this is not the fattest piece of Prigozhin's business empire. Even more income, more than 7 billion rubles, was received by his grocery firms. These are restaurants, food suppliers to schools and hospitals. Part of this property remains with the wife of Putin's chef, Lyubov. Recently, she's begun to appear in Russian registries as the only founder of such firms. Even relatively inconspicuous companies are hidden from the tax bases, so the name of the businessman mothers, Violetta Prigozhina, disappeared from the register as the owner of the Colors of Life company. This legal entity was engaged in holding exhibitions of paintings. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Vasil Panasiuk, YoTV News.